Welcome to Punahonganj Buddhist Temple Remembrance Gathering in memory of 2011, the great earthquake and the tsunami in Japan. Today, we are here. Deeply take a moment to remember what happened on March 11, 2011 in Japan. Earthquake and tsunami, tidal wave destroyed Japan, and as of today, there are 20,000 people passing away, and there are about more than 2,000 people still missing. Altogether, death and missing people more than 22,000 people. Let us extend our empathy and compassion in the awareness Amida Buddha's inclusive compassion, forever embracing those people who passed away, still missing, and also for those people who lost their loved ones and everything due to this 2011, the great earthquake and then tsunami. Join me putting your hands together with awareness, Amida Buddha's compassion, which embracing me and then you and everyone. We dedicate ourselves to remember what happened and extend our empathy, compassion, guided by Amida Buddha's inclusive compassion and all-embracing wisdom. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Again, today we are observing Remembrance Gathering in memory of 2011, the great earthquake and then tsunami happened in Japan on March 11. There are so many people passed away, lost everything, their housing, their family and their friends, not only on that day. But not only on that day, still, there are so many people are suffering and they're struggling. It's still ongoing. In Japan and in the world, there are news and then report about what happened on that day, also the process up until now. One of the story I watched, there are one family. This person lost his parents and he lost his two children. One is 6 years old. The other is 6 months. He and his spouse went through intense suffering, lost everything, everybody. They said, even today, they cannot forget what happened. Every time when they think of their children and parents, tears come to their eyes. Other person lost his mother. She escaped to the higher place on the building, but tsunami washed away her and she passed away. Due to the certain situation, they couldn't have a cremation. Therefore, he had to put his mother into the ground of the park with other people in a casket. And then later, they dig the casket again so that they can have a cremation. But it's so difficult to see their loved ones. In the beginning, they couldn't have a cremation, but later, finally, they were able to have a ceremony for their loved one and get the urns. Other stories said the family members is missing. So the rest of the family, they are searching and then searching. Where is my daughter? Where is my daughter? In the ocean or in the mountain, where my daughter? And the news said the missing body was found in the mountainside. And the family said, it is so sad, but we are so glad. Finally, we found her, and then we can have a closure with tears in their eyes, in their heart. It is so difficult when we encounter those situations, whatever it may be, when we encounter separation, losing our precious person. It is so difficult. In those times, we will feel and then think to ourselves, why this happened? What should I do? We are in the darkness of our life. However, the reason why we have this remembrance is, of course, we remember what happened today, March 11, 2011 in Japan. Also, to learn what is the truth of life and then truth about myself. This tsunami and the earthquake teaching us impermanence. Everything is changing. Nothing and then nobody can remain forever. In our life, anything can happen. But I may think, no, it's not true. Everything goes as I wish. My spouse, my children, my grandchildren, my friends, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, they are with me forever. My life will go as I plan or as I have today. But we learned it's not true. Life goes as it is. Life doesn't always go as I plan. When we think about impermanence, if we see this impermanence or earthquake or disaster only something outside, we are not truly understand it. If we can see this impermanence, separation, loss, if we can see these things as my own, that is what the Buddhism is teaching us. I am the one who are living the life of impermanence, so fragile nature. If you are watching this service or gathering with your friends or family, can you touch the hands you are sitting together with you? Don't you think you can feel the warmth of the hands? If you talk, they can listen. If they laugh, you may laugh. You are living together. You are sharing this precious moment together. For those people who passed away due to tsunami and the earthquake, now they'll never able to feel this warmth of their hands. They cannot hear their laughing voice. They cannot hug anymore. And then we get to deeply think about it is not them or somebody, other people, someone else. Indeed, it is me. This can be my last time to talk to my loved ones, to touch my child, to listen to spouse's voice. If we know it, however we think, well, I'll see you again. Yeah, tomorrow I'll see you again. Next time, we may take things for granted. And oftentimes, we often realize after losing somebody, after losing something, we come to realization that actually, that was so beautiful to have you in my life, to have this. Then we may feel so worried about, today might be my last time to talk to you, to be with you. We may feel worried about. But that also teaching us how precious this moment I have with you. Instead of assuming, I know you know, yeah, I love you so much. Well, instead of assuming, you know how much I'm thinking about you. If we can say it, if we can express it before we do have regrets after losing. But even I say in this to myself too, I still will think, well, I know, but still, I know I can see you next time. I couldn't fully realize preciousness of this moment. That is my ignorance. Therefore, I need a guidance. My guidance in my life is Buddha's compassion and wisdom. Buddha's wisdom opened my eyes, truly reveals truth of life to me. Everything is changing. Nothing can remain forever. Therefore, find right here, right now. It's the only moment and then time you have. Interdependence. Truly, we are deeply connected to each other. Compassion. When we are going through struggle and then difficulties, that is a moment we feel I'm not alone. I have been thought of by somebody. When we realize there is a person who thinks of me more than I do for myself, we feel joy and assurance I'm not alone. When I watched the news of the missing body was found, for about 10 years, the family was searching and then searching their daughter. And then finally, they found their daughter. And then we may feel so sad, the missing body too. But that time also, I feel assurance. Amida Buddha's compassion is with their daughter. She was not alone. Why I can say in that way? Not because I think in that way. That is Amida Buddha's promise and wish, calling to us. Whatever happens in your life, I shall be with you. I shall embrace you no matter what. In our Honganji tradition, there is a Gatha song which called Mihotoke ni idakarete, in Amida's embrace. If you had a chance to attend the funeral by the Honganji tradition, this is a Gatha song you may listen to. We listen to and then sing this song usually in Japanese, but the meaning is also beautiful. Now I want to sing this song that we can feel and then finding a profound meaning in this song. This is not only the song for funeral, this is teaching us in Amida's embrace, we are forever accepted, embraced, never alone. And then we'll be assured in my life, after life, forever, this truth of enlightenment, boundless compassion is with me and with our loved ones, no matter where they are, no matter what kind of situation they may be in. We are in this Amida's embrace. 미호토키に抱かれて in Amida's embrace. みほとけに抱かれて君ゆきぬ西の岸懐かしき面影も消え果てし悲しさよみほとけに抱かれて君ゆきぬ慈悲の国見救いを身にかけて示します賢さよみほとけに抱かれて君ゆきぬ花の里尽きせざる楽しみにえみたもうれしさよみほとけに抱かれて君ゆきぬ玉の家美しきみほとけとなりましし尊さよ。Yeah, this song, Miyotoki ni dakarete in Amida's embrace, teaching us today, in this moment, right here, right now, we are in this Buddha's embrace. Boundless compassion and transcendent wisdom is with me. And then, when the moment comes, we have a separation. Even that moment, we are in this Amida's embrace, knowing my struggle, suffering, and tears. And then we may only remember the fond memories of our loved ones When we have our tears, we can feel the warm hand wiping away our tears. That is our Amida Buddha's hand. When we need a shoulder we want to lean on, we can feel the warm presence. Forever sustains my life. That is Amida Buddha's warm compassion. In Amida's embrace, when a person deeply encounters this compassion, when the moment comes passing away, that is a moment transition to the Pure Land. Amida Buddha's embrace attains enlightenment because of the virtue of Amida Buddha. And then now our loved one is not only our deceased or our departed loved ones. Now they are guiding my life, being with us, calling, "No worry, be happy, I shall embrace you as you are." In this Amida's embrace, we are together. And then now we are living this life. They are our loved ones, now teaching us truth of impermanence, truth of interdependence. Please be aware, realize truth of yourself. To myself too. Before I came to Hawaii, I had a chance to went to see my grandmother. Yeah, she was in her already 90, so she's getting older. But I was able to say, "I'm going to Hawaii. I love you, Grandma." And then after I came to Hawaii, I tried to calling her or greeting to her. And every time when I calling her, yeah, she's like on the phone, "Hello, Grandma." She like responding, "Huh? Grandma, this is Satoshi." "Huh? Grandma, Satoshi." And when she noticed, "Oh, Satoshi," and then she said, "How are you doing? How are you doing? I love you, I love you." Yeah. It's like when I hear her gentle voice here, I remember how she talked to me and how she like touching my hands, yeah, my face. So every time when I had a chance to went back to my mother's hometown, the moment when she saw me, yeah, she like holding my like face and then saying, "Satoshi, welcome home, I love you, I love you." Yeah, I guess I think I was her pet. I think the thing is, I think every other grandchildren they thought, "Oh, I'm the pet." How she's showing how much she's so kind and then loving every children. And then, however, due to her aging and then truth of life, she passed away. And then I went back to Japan to attend the funeral and then cremation. Yeah, I feel so sad. And then after I came back to Hawaii, I welcomed the New Year's Day. Yeah. It's like a day I tried to call into her like a greeting. And then, as like our customer habit, usual way, I tried to call into my grandmother. But I get to realize, yeah, oh, she passed away. Yeah. And again, it's a hard thing, yeah. I went through intense suffering when she passed away, the moment of the service time for funeral cremation. I went through suffering. Also, another suffering of pain is to realize again the fact that she passed away. And that was a moment, again, tears come to my eyes, and then again, I feel so struggles, yeah. But that is also a moment, this Amida's embrace coming to my mind. That's right, I feel so sad. But in Amida's embrace, my grandmother in Buddha's embrace, myself in this Buddha's embrace, we are together. And then every time when I think of her, I can feel her warm hands. "Satoshi, welcome home. I love you, I love you." And then I feel she's like talking to me, teaching me, "Satoshi, how are you doing? I love you, I love you. Yeah, welcome home, welcome home. Satoshi, please appreciate your life. Don't take anything for granted. And remember, whatever you may going through, this grandma is always with you. And not only because I'm your grandmother, because of the virtue of Amida Buddha. Now grandma as guided by Buddha's compassion, always with you. So Satoshi, in our Hongan tradition, there is a saying, Satoshi, if you miss me, say the name of Amida Buddha. I too living in that name. Yeah? If you miss me, say that name. I too live in that name. Therefore, when I putting hand together, feeling my sadness and then struggle and then suffering, at the same time, I do feel warm connection with my grandmother. In this Namo Amida Butsu, I'm together. And then this Namo Amida Butsu, truth of enlightenment, now through the memories of my grandmother, guiding my life, so that I truly, fully try to live my life, guided by not my desires, but guided by Amida Buddha's boundless compassion and then wisdom. So this Mihotoki ni idakarete is right here, right now. We are together in this warm embrace of Amida Buddha's compassion. So again, today as we observe Remembrance for 2011, March 11, the Japan's great earthquake and then tsunami, let us deeply show our empathy and then compassion. Also, this is our reflection. Ask myself, do I say thank you to my life? Do I say thank you to the people we have today? Together, let us live and then listen to the calling voice of Namo Amida Butsu, which is Amida Buddha's compassion and wisdom. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Namanda.